How's it going? And welcome back. Man, it's early in the morning right now. I got up a little too early this morning, let me tell you. Anyways, so like last night I went to bed. It was warm in the house, pretty warm. Put the fan on, you know, got all comfortable. Fell asleep. I wake up this morning, it's like 5 o'clock in the morning, 5:30, something like that. When I got up, because I was cold. I mean cold. I was like, what the hell's going on out here? And then I look outside and I see this. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it just started snowing out here. Just barely. Like, there's snow flurries coming down. And tomorrow, the highs are like in the 60s. Only in West Texas, baby. Yeah, that's right. And like this whole week, the whole rest of the week's gonna be nice and warm. Like warmer than usual. Only in West Texas, man, did we go from warm to snow flurries. Are you kidding me? Anyways, so if you watched last week's video, if you watched it, if you haven't, go back and check it out. I showed a SpongeBob TV that I found at work. That actually worked. The damn thing works. I need a remote for it, but I'm not that in a hurry to go get a remote because I'm not that in a hurry to hook up, you know, any retro consoles to it to play it. To play on it. As a matter of fact, last night I was playing the game station. I was some Castlevania and some shooters on the TurboGrafx 16. Anyways, so yeah, you know, sometimes we find cool things like that at work. You know, sometimes. Now, check this out. The very next day, I go to work, right? And they send me out of town to go work. And I'm like, okay, man, I was not in the mood to go out of town. I was just like, all right, whatever, man. I gotta go, right? I go out of town, I'm working, whatever. And another little town that's about maybe 30 miles away from here. So I'm over there working or whatever, and on the way home, I'm driving down this one street. I was fixing to leave, come back over here. On the way back, I'm driving down this one street, and I see this pile of like junk, like construction debris, like boards and some dirt and bricks and that sort of thing. And I see something laying on top of all that debris, and I was like, I stopped for a second. I'm just staring at this thing. I was like, whoa, I need to check something out. So I get off the truck and I flip the damn thing over, and it looked like it was in pretty good condition. I loaded it in the back of the truck and I brought it home, and I was like, dude, this is the find of the year. Like, I can find anything else for the rest of this year, and I'm not gonna find anything as cool as what I just found today. And I'm gonna show you what it is now. Before we go into the living room, because I have it in the living room, I gotta talk a little bit lower, because it's still early in the morning. My son's asleep still. He had a late night of gaming, poor guy. So I gotta stay kind of quiet while I'm in there, and hopefully the light is good enough in the living room, because, you know, for whatever, I had a couple of LED lights burn out in the living room, and I'm gonna have to order some off of Amazon, I guess. I don't know if I can find them at Walmart or whatever, but let's go to the living room and let me show you what I found. So I'm driving down the road, right, and I find this, a 1UP arcade machine. Can you believe it? Look at this thing. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I apologize for the noise that the heater's on right now, but I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I can't believe I found this thing just on top of that pile of junk. You know, I flipped it over to check to see if the screen was still good, and yeah, look, The screen, it's a little scratched up, a little scuffed up or whatever, but it's no big deal. The screen still works. And then yeah, it's missing the little ball for the joystick, but the only thing that's missing off of this machine is the power supply. So a buddy came down, my buddy James, we know James. If you don't, that's where I got most of my game collection from. He came over to the house and we're looking at this thing, and we tried out some power supplies, but it's not enough juice to run the machine. What I need is a 12 volt 3 amp power supply. I didn't have one. He doesn't have one. I went to Walmart to look for one. They didn't have one either. I'd have to order one, and they're like $10. The only problem is if I order one and I plug it in and this thing doesn't work, that was a waste of $10, right? So I'd rather just find a power supply to hook this up to try it out. Now, if this thing doesn't work, what we're gonna do is we're gonna repurpose it. You know what? Let me go to the other room so I can talk normal, because my son's asleep. So let's go over there real quick and I'll tell you what I'm gonna do with this machine. But other than that, yeah, this it's in pretty good shape, man. It's in really good shape. Yeah, I found a 1UP arcade machine. I couldn't believe it. I was like, dude, that's crazy. That is crazy that somebody just threw it out. Did they throw it out because it didn't work? I don't know. I can't test it. Like I said, I'm missing the power supply to it, and I'm not about to go and spend like $10 on a power supply that I'll never use again, that I have no use for, just to test this thing out. Like I said, I think I talked to my boss and he said that he might have one. Simple, 12 volt 3 amp power supply. So he's gonna look and see if he can find one, so I can test this thing out if he can find one. Now, if not, I'm gonna assume that arcade machine doesn't work, and we already made plans for it. So if my boss never finds a power supply, what we're gonna do is we're gonna gut the machine. Now, there's not really much to gut because we opened it up, and it's basically, the cabinet itself with a screen attached to it, and I guess the board and everything is attached to the screen. I guess that's how they work, man. That's what we saw. It's basically empty, that cabinet. So we'll probably end up getting like a monitor, a PC monitor or something, and put it in and hook up like like a RetroPie or something, and have all the arcade machine or all the arcade games on there. I'll get a new marquee for it, new side stickers or whatever the hell you call them for the side of the cabinet, and turn it into my own personal arcade machine. And I think that's pretty cool. We were gonna do that before. We're gonna actually build a cabinet, but we thought about it. We're like, man, that's gonna be a lot of work. But now we have this, and that's perfect size for my house, because my house isn't that big. So shoot, it might even be the perfect size for this room. So I think we're gonna start working on that for sure this coming year. We're just gonna find a good monitor for it, and a RetroPie or whatever. We can put like MAME on there or whatever, so we can have all the arcade games on there. So it's gonna be pretty cool. I have to look online to see if I can find like a marquee for it, and new artwork for the side. I'm pretty sure there's a company out there that makes those giant stickers for like arcade cabinets. I'm pretty sure they make one for the 1UP arcades. So I'm gonna be looking for one of those, and it's gonna be cool, man. It's gonna be cool. As soon as we get it done, not me, but as soon as we get it done, I'll show you what we built, and I think it's gonna be pretty damn cool. I think it's gonna be pretty neat, and it's gonna be an awesome addition to the game room. So anyways, I'm out of here. I gotta go make breakfast. I'm gonna stay warm, play games all day. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.